Well, within the past few weeks, school districts did tell some of their parents that they were going to allow kids to come back in class for in-person teaching this fall. Of course, now today that plan has completely changed and it's back to the drawing board. First grader MacArthur Garcia will return to school online this fall, and his mom is already preparing.
I think he misses, his friends and his buddies at school, but, we'll get through it.
Many parents were hopeful schools would open for in-person class, but that's no longer an option after a recent spike in cases in a number of California counties.
Parents teaching their kids from their home, especially kindergarten, and, you're trying to figure out the curriculum, and it is, I know it's going to be a challenge for a lot of parents.
Counties on the state's watch list will have to continue distance learning. This includes both San Benito and Monterey counties, where schools are pivoting just weeks away from their first day back.
And the word rigorous is foundational. If we're going to have distance learning, and we will, to make sure that it's real, that we address equity, we address the divide.
$50 million went to Monterey County districts, but Superintendent of Schools Dr. Deneen Gus says it still wasn't enough to provide for every student. 8% of students don't have the devices they need, and 13% don't have internet access.
Big Sur, that's one example. There's areas in South County where the internet is very, very spotty, very unreliable. And so those solutions are going to need more than we can do here at the local level.
The governor is asking for daily live interactions between students and teachers and challenging assignments this year. Parents are feeling the pressure to help their kids keep up with curriculum, many of which must balance going back to work at the same time.
I have a lot of support at home, thankfully. That's what I'll definitely be leaning on mostly, but for the most part, I wish I could be home more, but it's just a balance that I'm gonna have to find.
And schools can start to reopen slowly if the county is off the state's watch list for at least 14 days. Case numbers will be a clear indicator if San Benito and Monterey counties are headed that direction. Aaron, Veronica.